We're just gonna go back to the cave, considering we're getting hit by a blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I guess it's just frustrating from my perspective when things are non-functional and you're like, story would be nice. I think the other thing is, like, if I want a good story, I could just go play a different game. And so if this game isn't going to give me a good story, then I'm just going to go play, say, Kingdom Hearts. Which is loaded up and people, I guess, wanted me to play it, question mark. And I guess it's easier for me to accept no story when I have a lot of other media that might give me a story that this one doesn't. And so...
I don't know. That might just be differences in preference because I play games for story. If they're completely devoid of it, it's just like, eh.
I guess my problem is a lot of story-based games recently have been really frustrating for me. Octopath Traveler, for example. Yeah, it's got a nice story, but the amount you gotta get through to get to it...
No. Well, that's an instance where grind comes into play.
Well, it's not even necessarily...
That's when the gameplay actually prevents you from attaining progress in the story. And that makes it frustrating.
Yeah.
As well, you got to a new town and you've discovered that this old foe of yours is actually a sympathetic character, but you won't be able to find out the next chapter until you know, get to level such and such after days of grinding.
And so, one of my beefs with a lot of story-driven games lately is, yeah, they do that. They pad out the story really hard. Because I don't think a lot of games know how to do pacing well. You know, everybody likes to talk super glowingly about Persona 5. Which, like, I enjoyed. It was an okay game. But my problem was, like, for a super heavy story-based game, you spent a lot of it not doing story. It was a lot of, like, kind of weird busy work and stuff. Let's see, can you drop stuff in the cave? Will it still be there? Nope. It disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we want to go over here on the left and then up this mountain. Because there's a golden something or other up there.
Do you think we're going to be fighting the winged creature?
I think it's on a completely different island. It's
okay.
over there.
Because I remember that at one point we had heard a roar.
Because it flew over.
Flew over.
If video games are not movies, really what it comes down to. The problem is, like, a game...
There can be balance.
Yeah.
There can be balance.
And, like, what's a good example? Well, I mean, Octopath is a decent example of a game with interesting stories, but there's so much padding it out. Same thing with Persona, that it's like, I lose interest in the padding, and I'm like, no, just finish the story. And it's like, but what about more padding? And I'm like, why is this dungeon so long?
And I'm not asking for something that's story. Because then you get, what, Final Fantasy 13? I remember watching some guys in a dorm room, a couple...
Or parts of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Right, where they ran across a bridge, cutscene. Fought a creature, cutscene. Whatever, cutscene. And it's like, that's a little too much. No, I was just used to Legend of Zelda... Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Banjo-Kazooie and such, and various Star Wars games, where the gameplay was fun, and there were, with Banjo-Kazooie, there was collectathon elements and stuff, but it just felt like there was always something to look forward to. Sure, you could have extensive periods of time where you're farming for resources or trying to collect that collectible, or just adventuring around a new area, or solving puzzles, or facing a new foe, or completing a dungeon. But you'd be guaranteed to, perhaps at the beginning of said dungeon, at the end of said dungeon, having some kind of cutscene or some kind of explanation for what precisely is going on. And, you know, you'd meet the townsfolk and they would describe their plight, and it just...
Really awkward.
No, I understand. They can run over terrain you wouldn't expect them to.
Can I finally upgrade the pouch again? Yes. Pouch has been upgraded. Okay. Where'd that other deer go?
Oh, hey, is that a...
Did that other deer just jack my arrow and leave? Oh, no, there it is.
No. Oh, is that another sacrifice spot?
No, it's a pressure plate.
Okay. It's just some of the sacrifice spots look like those, but... Nah.
I really wish this game didn't have durability on the weapons at the very least. Like, give me less. Make them a reward. Like...
Mm-hmm.
Like...
as I said, some of the survival mechanics seem like they need some tweaking. Whether it be how long it takes for you to run out of your wakefulness, or food, or... And yeah, I never liked it when you had to worry about the durability of your weapons because...
Yeah. Difficulty settings actually really help with things like this in a lot of games.
But do you know what this does? The durability and the food, and what it's doing is it's making time sinks.
Yeah. Well, like I said, padding. And so for some games, like, that level of padding is actually entirely acceptable.
Do you find that this is more common in open world games as opposed to linear experiences?
Yes. So open world games, I think, are probably the most guilty of padding. Oh, deer flesh is chunky.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it is massive. But yeah, I find that what it does is it forces you to stop and light that fire, stop and find that cavern, stop and eat that food, stop and hunt, because otherwise you would just be able to run from objective to objective and finish the game. So and in other games there's level systems. Oh, you're not the right level to get to this new area. You're going to have to grind on the same monsters you've been fighting for the last 2 hours.
No.
And he's not running away.
Well, he is. Now
he is.
God damn it.
He was circling around you before.
Well, it's because he knew that was the easiest way to survive. Because I can't kill it if it's like glitching circles around me. It's weird. Breath of the Wild was such a fantastic game, but I think it's inspired a lot of developers to make weird design decisions that are not fun.
And
hey, what if every weapon broke in like 2 hits?
I don't like that. I know that we enjoyed Breath of the Wild for the most part, but to me it didn't really feel like
it was not a good Zelda game, no.
No, it didn't.
Let's just eat these.
And I was excited for when we finally got onto the beasts, like, oh yes, here's the dungeons. The dungeons were such an amazing highlight of all the previous games.
And it was nothing.
And they were nothing.
Let's see, I'm just starting Breath of the Wild. Did the durability actually do anything for it? It made you switch weapons constantly. Which is definitely like a for better or worse situation. On one hand, it meant that you couldn't just go full Master Sword on stuff, and you'd actually have to like mess around. On the other hand, it did really make the game into kind of... I'm gonna call it a... Come on! I like how it just, like, rolls straight past half my hits because you won't step over.
And that's the other thing, too. We've been discussing about the open world games, how their vastness makes them seem so empty.
Yeah, like, I'm spending a lot of time to chase this boar down so I can kill it and take its meat. And hide and whatnot. Guess I'll shoot it. Because I know that's what you're supposed to do. But, you know, I'm going to spend a lot of time hunting this boar down because I want that gear upgrade.
Mm-hmm. Whereas I think it would have been nice if hunting down the warlocks gave you the new gear.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Because it would give you a reason to kill them. You just said that he was a glorified loot pinata.
What is going on?
Right?
She's only running at a diagonal.
Uh-oh. This might be one of those issues where...
remember I got my arrow back.
Okay. Remember how the worm was twisting itself at a diagonal? Could be something like that.
There we go. But yeah, the durability... oh, we can get an upgrade. Hey, there we go.
Crouch upgrade.
I'm gonna get those. If we've got new gear on the way at some point. Does it really matter if I'm forced to switch between the Goblin Club 43 and 44 and the Rusted Sword stuff? No. I mean, that's entirely just a... Oh, right. We had a thing up here. It's entirely just how the game works, and none of the different weapons mattered. But, like, I'd rather say Breath of the Wild. Let's go with that example.
I love it when you have a permanent weapon that you upgrade to do cool things.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I'd rather it be...
Ooh, you can sacrifice the meat.
Yeah, except for she's not walking in straight lines anymore. That's weird.
This is a controller issue.
Let's just give... Boar meat? That should be fine. Oh, it might want deer meat.
Oh, it might want deer meat. Look at that.
It's probably deer meat, judging by the...
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fine. I needed the boar meat for elsewhere anyway.
And it looks like they have the people praying to the deer god there.
Yeah.
It'll only accept deer flesh.
Is this game good? You're an hour in and it feels amazing. It's... I have very mixed feelings, and they're entirely based around the quality control on this game. It's got a lot of cool things going for it. The creatures, the design work, a lot of things. And I like the Skinner box elements. You know, the fact that we have just increased my stamina by not an insubstantial amount.
Red ghost.
Yep. There's a couple of things that I don't agree with. Largely the... I don't know.
You thought the dodge roll was
yeah,
ineffective sometimes.
The dodge roll seems entirely pointless. Oh, it's this... We're here. Yeah, the dodge roll is largely useless in certain points of melee combat.
Yeah, sporadically effective. And... What was it? The worm glitched out on us.
Yeah, the worm glitched out on us.
The warlock, you teleported through his chest, which rendered you incapable of sometimes even ringing the gong on his back.
Yeah.
And because,
oh, dude.
And because the gongs are necessary...
The shamans, I think, are the worst defender by far.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Maybe mouse and keyboard's less buggy. That's entirely possible. You might be right about that. I should probably see if I can upgrade this next. I don't think there's any other upgrades for the sailcloth. Let's see. How does it work when you're trying not to fall? It says use B, which is interact. Yeah, it's B on the controller. I have no idea how it works with the keyboard.
So are you going down to the...
I don't entirely know, actually, where I'm trying to go.
How's your heat level going?
I gotta kill this deer.
Okay, so long as you have safety that you can retreat to. I suppose the arrows wouldn't be able to fly in this wind, wouldn't they?
I have no idea. But the deer, you can kind of get stuck on things.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally.
And then you're sliding.
Yeah. The problem is, like, you can get them locked in a corner and then murder them. Or they can just run forever. Come
one
on,
thing I
turn and
wished.
hit him.
If they had... Oh, yeah, they do have inferences of footprints. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, they even have an outline of where his body fell.
Yeah, there is snow deformation, which is really cool.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Upgraded your glider.
I don't know if that upgrades, like, speed or some other stuff. I don't know.
Uh-oh,
Okay,
you're
so
freezing.
we are starting to freeze. Not that helpful here.
Especially because I think it melts through the snow and then it goes
Yeah,
out.
it'll
Yeah,
go
there
away
it goes.
real quick.
Yeah, it goes out really swiftly.
If
oh,
you could
did
come...
you? Your club caught fire.
Oh,
Hey,
damn
but
it.
hey, look at that. It actually kept you warm.
True. But it costs the durability, which is
Cost
tough.
the durability of your club.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that?
Bedroll.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Actually, in
It wasn't the
retrospect,
bedroll. It was. I thought there was something. Perched.
bedroll's helpful here.
You can sleep in the cold. I thought that would kill you.
No. This game doesn't do that.
Oh.
And the blizzard's over. Alright.
The creature is up.
Yeah, let's go through. I might be able to get some more firewood and can toast myself up a little bit. Huh. We've been over there yet. Where are we exactly?
Yeah, we haven't been to that southern part of the
I
island.
think we want to go through the weird gate first.
Oh yeah, you opened that up and you never actually entered. So it'd be interesting to see what that stronghold is.
Because, yeah, I opened it up, but I wanted to do some other... Well, I wanted to hunt all those deer for gear upgrades. But yeah, in Breath of the Wild, if they'd made it so that, like, most weapon... Oh, right. I have to actually wait. Most weapons, like... Okay, so you've killed your Bokoblin. Here's your basic Bokoblin weapon. You can't pick any more Bokoblin weapons from them. And maybe you can hold, like, 4 different weapons on you, and they'll have slight differences in, like, combat style. I bet this is the cave.
This is a large cave. Unless the creature's in the depths of the mountain as opposed to up high. I'm hearing ominous music. Oh, and you're cold. You can't save, so it must be in here. You need to warm yourself up. There's fires down below.
Yeah, I was gonna go hang out next to one of those.
I really like the music when they do have music.
Yeah, the music's good. It sounds like we've got a fight in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a boss fight. Look like there's anything helpful here. I guess we'll just do this.
Okay, that's lifting a weight. Maybe an elevator's coming
Okay,
down?
good. I do have a weapon. I think we gotta climb for it.
What did that do, though?
Oh, I'm a dunce.
Aside from switching them. What happened?
I'm a dunce.
What?
Uh...
You're supposed to land on it?
Yeah, this will be faster if we actually reload the autosave when we came in here.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the grappling hook is for. Oh, I didn't even notice. Let's see, I've always loved the weapon systems where you get one, and then if you get a copy of it, it just upgrades the original to a point. That'd be cool. Honestly, I'd actually prefer it if...
I just prefer upgradable weapons that
Yeah,
you never
kind of.
lose.
Like, I'd much prefer... Take Breath of the Wild, for example.
Because I wouldn't mind having, say, repair costs, but having things break and...
Absolutely break on you. Yeah, because I never minded the Dark Souls durability system, because it was just kind of it was a nuisance, but it was never a problem. Whereas, like, It's an issue in this game in Breath of the Wild and whatnot. Yeah, you can grapple onto the weights. Yeah, that's why I was saying I'm a moron, because I totally forgot you can just grapple onto those. Anywho. Yeah, like in Breath of the Wild, say like enemies dropped crafting materials, and every weapon had like kind of an upgrade tree that you could...
Oh, that opened the gate.
Go hang out on top of this, 'cause that'll probably be easiest. Until I get crushed. Whoa.
Whoa.
That's some physics.
Can you sail? Oh.
Yeah.
There you are.
What about the weapons from Darksiders, where you could upgrade weapons by feeding them to other weapons? Yeah, that was cool.
So this is that demonic creature. Is it... Wait, is this gonna be a Taurus, like a bull kind of thing that runs at you?
Yeah,
It looks like it. I like those hexagon tiles. It's a nice chamber. Oh.
Creepy looking dude.
So, is this another instance where that... What did that do? Create more light? Look up at the stone, maybe? What did it do?
I'm watching him for a second, because I feel like he's doing something.
He's charging, probably. Yeah, there he goes. He's charging you. Wait, did he destroy the stone? He did. Are you supposed to...
Climb him?
To what end, though? Unless you were supposed to strike his head.
I think I'm just supposed to get on him. It just seemed like his forehead had the light in it. Oh wait, no. There's one on his cap? Well, not his cap, his thigh. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be able to get back on his butt. So we're just going to get the other side. Or something.
I don't know if there is one over there. I mean, there's the glow on his head, which seems to infer that there's one under that snow. Yeah, there's definitely one under the snow. But do you have to crack it open with something? Oh.
So glad there's no durability on the sailcloth.
You might be able to run along his back there. If you can't figure out a way to get that cap off his head. Oh, that's not good.
So you can see that there. Yup. Oh, what's this?
That was the one that he had crushed.
That's a problem. If those are breakable, I'm gonna be in trouble. I don't know what happens when we run out of those.
Which is why I was wondering if... So there's the one on his rear thigh. Is there maybe one on his other shoulder? And then there has to be one under that snow cap.
Yeah, I was trying to hit that. Unfortunately,
Maybe the cracks grow wider the more he bonks his head.
well, like I was hitting him, there was actually feedback.
Oh, I see. It actually, this makes him get into the Raging Bull mode. Sort of like a
It becomes
Matador's...
more aggressive once you break them all. How do
Yep.
you... Oh, I see. It, like, charges you.
Yep. Okay, well now you know that there's one on his thigh. So you can go for that one.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna hang up back here. Oh, I'm starving. Good.
No.
Why? This does not seem like a point where we're supposed to be,
Can you hopefully stand on his butt and eat?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now there's the one right there.
I wonder if he knocks us off. When we ring the gong.
I'll have to see. I think you might be able to hold on enough.
Oh, he wrecked a...
You wrecked a pillar.
No, don't climb. What are you doing? Where are you going? I'm not telling her to go anywhere. She's just like, time to climb. It's like, what? Weird collision problems. Okay, so we've got that one done.
So I suspect the other one would be on his right shoulder. Most of these bosses have 3, correct?
Is he still going? What is going on?
Yeah. So I think so long as you can stay on him, you can climb to
No.
potentially
It
the
was
other
just one of those where it's like, it wasn't telling me to tap, but she was like just flailing as though
You
she
might
were
want to
in
get on the
trouble.
right side. Because unfortunately, he has a bald spot going down his back.
Yeah, there's one over there.
There is one on his other shoulder.
Unfortunately, there's... Is
Are you
there
gonna-
hair between?
Maybe you can grapple to the shoulder crust. I don't want to say like crust,
know.
but you know how he has that stone?
Yeah, he's just got like a weird strip of bald here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to be able to do that. Don't fall. How the heck did I get...
How did you get onto the front? I
Maybe-
don't know.
Maybe I just...
Maybe you leapt? Maybe you crawled over the middle? Yeah, you can crawl over the middle. Good. Let's get to that side. Oop.
Okay. I can do it.
Oh no, but you barely have any stamina left.
I got plenty.
Oh, is there a second bar?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, sorry. I thought that the outer bar was your stamina.
Okay, we got this. Wait, did we not get it?
No, not the second time. You got it the first time, though.
Okay.
Okay, one more for that. And then it
Damn it.
has to be the one on his head last. Oop, almost.
Come on.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Now it's probably his head. But you might have to lead him to another spot to smash it open further. I don't know. Oh,
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to. We have any others? I didn't see a grapple point on him. There's a 4th. Great. Let's see. Well, I think we've only got 1, maybe 2 of these left.
okay.
This one's busted. I don't actually know how we're supposed to get onto this guy. After break all the gongs. I guess he probably just starts charging us. Okay, keep an eye out for spots.
Okay. I was
On
looking
him.
primarily at that shoulder crest.
No, he
but...
does not have a butthole. Oh, it's probably on the waddle. Or not the waddle, like the neck? Maybe?
I would think that the neck wouldn't be a good spot for it, but who knows? Yep, he's getting into position.
Yep.
Oh, you might want to stay on the button till the last minute, you know.
Yeah.
Because he seemed to get distracted.
I thought he was starting to go.
But also, you might have to worry about him changing trajectory. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, he immediately just cools it.
Okay, you have to stay on there to the last moment.
Hopefully not exactly the last moment.
No, I know. Like, you can roll out of the way. But I think he practically
But yeah,
has to
he has to be much, much closer. I might just try sprinting away. Because we already know the dodge roll.
Yep, now. That's good. Now his head is exposed? Yes, it is.
Yeah, so his head is exposed now. You're correct on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Makes this a bit easier.
Oh.
I bet there's something at the top of that part. Okay, so now he is aggressive. Oh, are you?
Oh, I see. Now he's plowing through all the stalactites and everything available
was
in the
annoying.
room to scratch you off.
It was just like, hey, how's the falling rocks? What are you doing?
He's going at high speed. Oh, can you grab that rope?
Nope. Ropes are entirely aesthetic.
Really? Okay.
Mhm. I mean, it would make sense if you could grab the rope and guide yourself along. But that's not how this game works, from what I've seen.
Well, because I've always wondered why they have ropes on them, but I suppose they're the ones that hold the gongs in place.
For how slow you kind of shimmy in this game.
I suppose this monster has never thought of dropping and rolling.
No, but then again,
Have
these
you ever
things-
seen a horse when they're
Yeah, oh
being
yeah.
attacked by flies and they roll over in the dust?
Oh.
Oh, I heard the click, but it didn't slam.
There we go.
Okay, you're at half stamina. Not gonna grab it again?
Grab it, grab it, grab it.
Yeah, he has a little
Thank
tuft
you.
of hair around it.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to get a little bit of stamina back.
Oh, I see. That's what you're doing.
I wanted to get a little bit of stamina back, but unfortunately she was, she didn't grab the small tuft of hair when I tried doing a security.
Oh, it has long ears. That's
Crap.
interesting.
Okay. So let's...
Wait, you burned all of them out? Then what do you have to do?
I don't know.
Is there another one?
Probably, yeah. I don't see it
or
here.
do you have to have him charge at you the one last time?
Well, it's not on his head, which is arguably the hardest. Oh, we haven't really checked his left side particularly well.
That would break the pattern of threes, wouldn't it?
Remember, we haven't checked?
His stomach? Or his neck? I think you might have to get him to, or his belly?
Yep,
Wait,
there it is.
He has one on his belly? Sheesh.
Okay, well, let's go find a button.
Or was that a grapple point? It didn't glow.
No, it was... I thought so. It was absolutely a belly.
Okay, roll.
Dang it. So he just charges whenever now.
And how are you supposed to get on his belly? Just wait by a wall? There, is he gonna go down? There he goes. There you are.
Well,
Can you do this while...
Yep.
Oh, okay.
While hanging. No, actually, it doesn't look like it.
You have to...
Are you... Come on.
Oh.
Come
ouch,
on.
you're getting
Come
trapped.
on.
Oh, come on. Ouch. Yeah, eat up. Okay. So,
I really...
You have to get him to run into the walls twice more then. Wait, you're eating raw meat? I don't know if that's good for you.
It's not.
Did it give you considerably less health than it normally would? Or not health so much as...
I mean, yeah. I could have cooked it. I would have gotten more, but we haven't had a... we haven't had a fire recently.
I think you want to go to the right. Yeah. Because he always plops onto his right side.
Yep. Come on.
Whoa.
Don't get bowled over. There's nothing there. Alright, let's see. Is there another button right here? Yeah, there's another button right here. Should be okay if I stand right here. This is easy enough. Yeah, the Colossi definitely... No.
Well,
The Colossi are definitely the highlight of this game, and probably the most functional part. They got some, like, weird collision issues and whatnot. It's just doing the rounds.
I really like the animations they have for him.
Yeah,
He really does seem like a lumbering bovine creature.
Is he doing the rounds still?
Nope, he's
Nope,
gonna charge.
he's coming. So when he puts his head down, I can get out of the way.
Yeah.
Wow, he did that last second. And yeah, you don't have to stand in a pool of light. It looks like it.
Woohoo!
But we're good. Alright. Yeah, this is the original selling point of the game, the Colossus fights. Yeah, I just almost wish they had actually just made like 2 or 3 more Colossus fights and gotten rid of the open world segments. Because they are by far the weakest part of the game. And like, they could make it stronger and it would help, but at the same time...
And then give names to these creatures and have a little cool lore tidbit about them.
At the same time, I'd rather just have like 3 or 4 more for the effort that it would take. Because like, these are legitimately fun and interesting. Each and every one of them.
Hmm?